Welcome to Rather Be Rotting, where two sisters who should really be doing something more productive dissect all things reality, TV, and pop culture chaos because no matter what's going on in life, we would always rather be rotting.
Here we are.
Hi, Lil.
We're in the same place on my couch.
In the same place at the same time, one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. And we have a special guest.
The baby.
Can we get him to coo on command?
It would be better if I could just get him to sleep. That's what we're after.
Well, he falls asleep better when his auntie's holding him. But, you know, it's fine. I didn't need to rock him to sleep one more time on my last day here.
You have many more opportunities to do that.
I'm literally leaving in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but the day is not... Whatever. People don't care about this. How has your week gone learning to care for a baby?
I thought you just said people don't care about this.
Well, they care that you jumped away from a stream of pee.
I did. I was changing his diaper like a good-ass person, and the stream just started shooting straight towards me, and I got a little bit of droplets on my shirt, but as, you know, any sane person would do, you would run away from urine flying at you.
Not a mom. Not a mom.
So I'm obviously not a mom, so I ran away. Fight or flight kicked in.
What happened when you encountered a poopy diaper?
I encountered a few. There was gagging, and that was definitely running away.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is when the going gets tough, run away. And that's the whole point of being an aunt, is to give them back when things get nasty. So
you say.
So I say. So, let's see. Last time we were here, we were about to go see Whitney Levin in Chicago.
Oh my god, she was so good.
A star among stars.
Shockingly good.
Her singing was, like, decent enough.
Yeah, I mean, Roxy's known to, like not known for being the most vocally challenging
role.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, they found a key or whatever that worked for her. And, yeah, I mean, I'd like to see, like, how Erica Jane did it, how Lisa Rinna did it, because you do have to sing a couple songs.
I bet we could find that stuff on YouTube.
All right, that'll be our next task. But, yeah, she was great. Her stage presence she was the standout with her stage presence.
So good.
So good. Like, she should really be I really do believe she could be in anything and everything. You go, girl. We're proud of you.
Anything else happen in...
Well, we just finished jury duty.
Company retreat.
And it was really good.
Loved it.
I did think that the scenarios were a little bit more far-fetched this time, and I did question, like, how is he buying this? How is he buying this? But the end made it all worth it, I thought.
Yeah. I love that they just always find a nice person.
How? How do they do it?
I don't know.
Because we talked about it, and neither of us would go as far as he did to save this company that he's been temping for like 5 days.
Oh, God, no.
So, it really is cool. Like, man, if it is real, which I choose to believe it is, I think it's really cool. So, and then I loved the behind-the-scenes extras. Like, I feel like they could have made the episodes, like, 15 minutes longer each with all the stuff they got.
Yeah, definitely. But
anyway, so yeah, that was good. Hacks is back.
Anything else happen in the world?
Well, I have some breaking news from the Bravo sphere.
Oh.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
You might have already seen it. Drew Sidora of Real Housewives of Atlanta ordered to vacate her home as her ex, Ralph Pittman, is awarded custody of the kids.
That was shocking.
So she's a bad mom.
Wonder why. Do you have any more information?
I read that it's because the kids had a lot of absences from school while they were in her care.
Oh.
So she's allowed to see them like every other weekend now, which is wild because she seemed to be their primary caretaker.
Totally.
So that's a big adjustment.
That's crazy.
And I can't believe she was ordered to get the F out of their marital home.
Is she in the basement now?
I don't even think she's allowed in the basement, honestly.
Wow.
I know. So that really took a turn. Unfortunately, the show is airing now, so I don't know if we're going to get this.
What did you think of the premiere episode?
I thought we were cooking.
Yeah, me too. What do you think? I'm not familiar with K. Michelle.
Nor am I.
But she is a well-known individual, allegedly.
She's married to a dentist.
She does country music.
And regular or R&B music.
She was on another show. I don't know what.
Love and Hip Hop or something?
Again, I'm not familiar with her
Queen's
work.
Court. Let's see. We also have Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
Pinky's an entrepreneur. She has a $1 million brand called Slutty Vegan.
She seems fun.
Yeah, they both seem fun, and they seem like they have personalities that will add. And then, let's see, Angela says that she and Charles are better than ever. I'm just so happy to see Angela back.
He still hates her guts, no doubt.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
I disagree. He was sitting next to K. Michelle at the couple's dinner, and he was talking about how, like, telling K. Michelle, like, oh, these girls are singers, you could all sing together, and she's like, I'm not telling you that you have to play basketball with random people, and he's like, I could play basketball with Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, and I can make them good basketball players. And I just, like, really loved that about him. I would love to, like, sit next to him and giggle with him all night.
That gave you a chuckle?
I just, I'm attracted.
I don't get it.
So Portia's divorce is final, but she's living in her ex-husband's house.
Mm-hmm.
And having a couple's party in her ex-husband's house.
With this guy who acts like it's his house, but they're not even exclusive.
That was wild. Some guy named Mike. I don't think he lasts very long because now she's dating a woman, right?
I think she's dating both of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, currently?
I know she's dating multiple people, like...
Oh, I thought she was, like,
openly.
Exclusive with a woman.
I don't think so.
Let's see, we have Shamia. Shamia started a rum company.
She sure did.
And her husband invested 6 figures into her music career, and now she's like, shit, I need to do something that actually makes money.
And her mullet look was horrific.
Yeah, what was up? Why did she show up to this couple's party wearing a mullet?
Your guess is as good as mine.
And then what was up with, like, her finding out that her husband was stuck in Charlotte, like, as they're going to the party? Did that reek of fake to you? That was sus.
Yeah,
She's
definitely.
Like, she's literally in glam, ready to go, and then she calls him, and you're on the ground in Charlotte? Like, what? Wouldn't you know that?
Bad acting.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there. Do we sense any trouble?
I think he just doesn't really want to participate.
Well, we already knew that. Can I interrupt this Bravo coverage to pour one out for Abby and David, please?
Oh my god.
Like, that's devastating. Love is not real. Love is dead.
I don't want to put too much on it because, like, if they decided to break up and that was best for them, they're allowed to do that. You know, like...
I know, and it
They're
sucks
just trying to live their normal life.
because they know they're disappointing so many people when they're announcing their breakup.
I don't want to put that on them.
Yeah, you're right, because everyone probably is, and that must be a lot of pressure to stay together and make it work.
Yeah, it's bad enough. They have enough to deal with on a daily basis.
With their autism.
Yeah.
And you could tell, like, there was a little bit of iciness there.
Well, she definitely wanted to get married.
I wonder why David didn't. He said, we're definitely going to get married when the time is right, he said. That finale when they were all singing together.
We're talking now about love on the spectrum. Logan is everything to me.
Logan is everything to
My
everyone.
TikToks are all Logan.
He's so sweet.
Thank God.
I love Logan. I'm sad that he and Haley didn't work out. She was going to teach him how to be a better kisser. She was going to teach him how to clean his room.
Yeah, well, you can't, love bomb.
I know. He needs a little bit more training, I think. Or, like, coaching.
Mm-hmm.
On how to not, dump all of his feelings out. Like, there are some things you keep inside.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a great first start, Like, the growth is incredible.
So then also, Connor and Georgie broke up, which, who didn't see that coming from the beginning? She clearly wasn't in it.
I think she was in it, but, like, she said she has a sarcastic sense of humor, and he just doesn't. He doesn't get it. And so they're just not meant to be. That's all.
Yeah, I hope that he continues on his quest for his demi-goddess, but he's not coming back for next season, right?
Yeah, that's messed up.
I know, I'm upset.
We got, like, a brief glimpse of Tanner at the end. That was sweet. He was so sweet.
And then also...
Madison and her cowboy sweetheart.
I cried.
I know you did. The Cowboy Sweetheart cried too.
We all cried.
He's a good singer.
Apparently he was on American Idol, wasn't he?
Or The Voice.
One of the two.
Man, yeah, I hope they last.
Well, she wanted to be on Say Yes to the Dress, and they have since contacted her.
Who said that? Daily Mail?
Yeah. I don't think Daily Mail would lie about that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't.
There's a video of her getting the email.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Good for her. You go, girl. I can't wait to see what she picks. Oh my gosh. Her jewelry is going to be out of this world.
Yeah. Lots of Hawaiian flower clips. Lots of beaded bracelets.
Sparkly eyeshadow.
It's going to be great.
I know. I hope that the wedding is televised.
What if she picks the same dress I picked?
That would be on brand.
Right?
Yeah. I could totally see her picking your dress. It's pink, it's poofy, it's sparkly. It's everything that she/you could want.
Let the record show I took some of the poof out.
She didn't even, bring all her Barbies to her move.
I know.
She got rid of a lot of her dolls, I think.
Good for her.
We still don't know, have they been intimate? Will they be intimate?
That's really not our business, Let them live.
I just feel like on these types of shows, you get that question a lot,
Yeah.
On 90 Day, when you're going on a reality show, the question of, have you been intimate is...
I don't know. I just feel like let them live.
Too far for you?
Yeah.
Well, should we pivot back to Bravo? We did a little side quest, as the kids say.
Yeah, so back to Atlanta, because that's where we were. It caught my eye, and I don't know why, but Drew and somebody else, Angela, I think, both had bedazzled miniature fans with them at the dinner inside a house that I assume is air conditioned, and I'm like, why?
That seems like something that you might like. I feel like you get hot sometimes.
I do, but...
Mostly when you're sleeping.
You can't tell me that house didn't have air conditioning.
Yeah, well, Angela's known to get hot. Also, I feel like at this point with Angela, it's like her bit.
I guess. I
You know
just
what I
thought
mean?
that was, so odd.
I think that now she's gonna have a fan everywhere she goes. Make it nice. That's her thing.
Why did Drew have the bedazzled fan?
I can't say.
Okay.
I can't say.
That's it for Atlanta.
So you want to move on to Rhode Island?
Rhode Island.
We learned a little bit more about Liz and her stepdaughters. One of her stepdaughters is Prego.
We learned a little bit more about everyone, really.
Yeah, we learned more about Ashley's husband, Jared. And, if you've been following them on Bachelor, then you know, the road to their marriage.
I actually really feel bad for her because what it sounds like to me is that he's upset. He's at the coffee shop all day. He's upset that it's not making money. So he comes home, and because he's quote unquote embarrassed or ashamed that it's not making money, he has to go off and blow off steam golfing or doing whatever that he wants to do. Meanwhile, she's stuck with the kids all the time. And it's I think that is so fucked up.
Yeah, she says that she feels like she has to be strong and be okay, honey, you go have fun. And then she cries about being left alone for 5 hours.
I'd be furious. I'm if you really feel bad that not being left alone for 5 hours, I can handle that. But it's
With 3 kids, though?
She has 2.
With 2 kids, though?
I mean, it's not ideal. That's why I only have 1. But if my husband came home and was I just need to go blow off steam because I'm ashamed of my lack of income, I'd be if you really feel embarrassed about that, why don't you step up as a dad? Because I also recall her saying he feels like a bad provider and father. And I'm you could be a better father if when you come home, you help your wife and you hang out with your kids.
And she feels like she has to cheer him up. That's taking a lot of, mental capacity for
He
her.
can go fuck himself. Honestly, he's being incredibly It really pisses me off when men are like this.
So what do you suggest he does? Do you suggest he closes the coffee
Yes.
shop?
Yes. If it's not working, pack it up. Because it's affecting your wife's mental health, and that is... If it's not bringing money in, what's the point? You aren't happy, why?
How does a coffee shop bring money in? It just seems like it'd be really hard to sustain.
I really don't know. It's a good question.
We had Pret a Manger open up, what?
Pret a manger.
What is it? What do you call it?
Croissant.
What do you call it? Pret a Manger.
I should call it Pret because I don't want to sound like you. I don't want to sound like that.
We had a Pret open up in our neighborhood.
Pret a manger.
I thought that was just how you say it.
Hee 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 ho ho.
There is a ham. Oui, oui.
Oh my god.
We had a Pret open up next to, granted it was literally right next to a Bluestone Coffee. Literally, they shared a wall. But I was like, oh, this coffee shop, I remember it from being in London. Like, this is great, you know, cool. And we went to it, we frequented it. Literally, like, 2 months later, it was closed.
That's crazy, because Pret's a big chain.
I know. And if that couldn't even stay open, like, how do the little ones?
I don't know. But whatever, that's beside the point. He's being a dick.
Yeah. And, like, this is what she wanted. She wanted that man.
All of that is no excuse for her showing up to the winery in a Renaissance fair dress.
The one girl, Angela, called it a folklore dress.
No, she didn't say the word folklore. She said folklore.
Folklore. That's right. This is also the same woman who casually mentioned that she hates highway driving because she's not a good driver. Because she's crashed, she's run over a woman.
I ran over a woman.
And then when the producer asked her to elaborate, like, you ran over a woman, she just said, yeah, I ran over a woman. Mm-hmm. I'm like, no, there needs a producer. Is this your first date? You need the deets of
We
that.
need to pry a little more.
Tell me what happened, and tell me the circumstances in which you ran over a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like there's a lot more to share there. I think next time she's on Watch What Happens Live, Andy will do it.
We can only hope.
Otherwise, we meet a new housewife, RHOA.
Rue-la-la.
Which RHOA is like a therapy. That's the website I get my therapy from.
Oh yeah, I used to use Rula as well.
So we find out that RHOA's husband, in quotes, was having an affair.
Oh, no, he definitely still is. But they alluded to that for, like, the rest of this season.
Yeah, I mean, she said he was and that it's over, whereas literally everyone else said it was still going on. Liz literally looked at RHOA, because she kept saying was, like, and if he still is, and Liz goes, he is, Ma, he is. So I guess the mistress posted a picture of them together, and there's, like, specifics, like, this picture was posted in the winter, but it had been going a lot longer because they're both in summer clothes. You know, like the detectives, the other girls were detectives about how long it had been going on. So Joellen discovered these pictures and shared them with people. So Joellen is the bad guy. So RHOA thinks Joellen is a bad guy, and she calls the other woman a cockroach. But if this other woman is a cockroach, like, what is her husband, Brian?
And it's so typical.
Yeah, like, women just never want to blame
their husbands.
Totally. So RHOA apparently, like, tried to get Joellen fired from her job because she shared these pictures of RHOA's husband's mistress. That is not grounds for firing on a job.
Petty. It's like when Michael Scott said, "Can I fire Toby?" And
he said, "Why?"
No, not without cause. And he goes, "I have cause. It is because I hate him."
Exactly. So there's that. They set up that little plot, and then then the women go wine tasting, and RHOA says she's too sick to go, and Joellen says she's not sick. She just gets headaches from taking too much Ozempic. Grab a protein bar or get a turkey leg from Ashley, which I thought was like a bunch of great lines in one.
So funny. We also saw that Kelsey, or we didn't see, but she said she is dating another man.
So last week Kelsey got mad at the implication that she had another man. And this week she says, I am dating two lovely men. I have two men in my life that I love, and I would be happy to be with either one of them.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
That was all I had for Rhode Island. I thought it was a good episode.
Yeah, I really have high hopes for this as a franchise. I don't know if I'm going to be let down at some point, but hopefully not.
Yeah, I think so far so good.
Let's a place that I am being let down. I felt like this season was off to a good start, and then somewhere along the way, the train fell off the tracks.
On Beverly Hills?
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of interesting to watch Dorit act like a straight demon to Sutton.
And I really don't want to be on Sutton's side for anything.
Why?
I still love to hate her.
I know, but I did feel bad for her now that she's an empty nester.
Yeah, that seems to be she's taking it kind of hard.
I think a lot of people do.
Definitely.
Because they give their whole lives to these children and then they just leave again. Like, people don't realize that.
That's why you can't give your whole life to them. Also, Sutton didn't. She's been on this show for a while. She has other things in her life.
They're teenagers.
Her horse. What's her horse's name again?
Her horse's name is Santos.
That's right.
And Santos. And
Santos.
Her store. If she didn't have her store, she would have nothing.
Her store in Santos.
Her store. Every time I think about Sutton's store, I think about, like, all the stores in Studio City, like, along that little strip in your old neighborhood. It's called Tahunga Village, and it's, like,
all these random ass stores of like women's clothing, like for middle-aged or elders, and it's like your husband always said that it's like, oh, this is just like they're like rich people like are doing, you know,
For funsies.
Yeah, it's like for rich husbands to help their wives stay busy,
Or for mobsters to money launder.
Yeah, I think it's more just like these housewives that have nothing to do that like want something to give their life meaning, so they all picked a store. So it's like literally like 7 versions of the same store.
The point is, that's Sutton's store.
Yes. We also got a proposal from 2 beaus.
Did you know that the discourse online is that people think Keely is shady?
Why?
And that he's just marrying her for her money?
Then why is he trying to get her knocked up?
To secure that bag.
Why do people online think that?
I don't know.
That would be really sad if it's true, but like I can't be that surprised because he's a lot younger than her, right?
How much younger is he, though? He doesn't, like, look insanely younger. Doesn't really look that much younger.
I don't know.
Maybe she just looks really good.
She does look really good. She's at, like, I think she might be 50.
If not pushing.
Yeah, which is, like, another crazy reason.
Still trying to get pregnant.
You should not be trying to get pregnant.
Happy for her, though. She seems happy. I thought the ring was, like, not what I would have imagined she'd pick.
I don't remember the ring, even 1%.
I think it was, like, a pear-shaped diamond on a gold band.
What did you expect?
It's like Sex in the City, you know, when Carrie opens the bad ring and then the good ring. I would expect her to have more of, like, the good ring.
Well, maybe she'll get a new one.
I'm Googling it.
I have to believe that she had a hand in picking it.
I don't know.
Or that she communicated to her daughter who communicated to Keely.
Oh, what do I know? It's an 8.4 carat diamond with a 4 carat center stone.
Let me get a glimpse of this warlock. Oh, that's nice.
I do feel like the center stone, I just imagined it would be larger.
Yeah, it does look small to be 8 carats.
Well, the center stone is 4.
Oh.
Then there are the side stones.
It looks small for even 4 carats.
Yeah. Whatever. If she's happy, then we're happy. Anyway,
we cap things off with Dorit's cover launch party. Her book cover launch party. So there is no book.
that nobody went to.
There's no book, there's just a book cover, and that's a reason to throw a party in these parts, because why the fuck not?
Did you know that next week is the finale? You look stunned.
You're shitting me.
Are you upset about that? I'm not.
We just didn't get anywhere. Like the plane took off, but we still haven't landed. Like, I feel like we took off from LAX and we're, like, over Denver.
I think no matter how many episodes we went here, we were never gonna get there.
Speaking of Colorado, sorry for our loss of Angel in Potomac.
Oh.
She's not coming back, which is, like, really upsetting.
It must have been her decision, because after, like, the fan reaction, there's no way that Bravo would be, like, out with her.
I had hoped that the fan love would have lifted her up.
Not enough, Dad. Maybe they'll have a Real Housewives of Denver at some point and bring her in to the fold.
Prayers.
I'll take her.
Okay, so that sucks. Because I just really feel like we didn't get anywhere.
Like I said, they could give us a million more episodes and we still wouldn't get anywhere, so it doesn't really matter.
You were right about the strong start. It was promising, but alas.
And ending it on a to be continued of Erica not going to the party is stupid.
Well, to quote Rachel, a no-show for America would destroy her.
Well, we'll see if it does. I doubt that it will.
It's funny that Rachel said that to Erica, and Erica said, okay, I'm going to destroy her. I'm going to choose destruction here.
Well, Erica's probably trying to salvage what's left of the season.
Too little, too late, girl. You needed to have stepped it up ages ago. So what's the future then of Beverly Hills?
Bring Rinna back.
We gotta get Lisa back. We have to have Lisa back.
I think I'm done with Kyle. I used to be like a huge Kyle fan, and I think that the tides have turned. And I'm done with her now.
I think we can put her on pause. Like, I don't think Lisa Rinna ever should have been put on pause.
No.
Ever. I think that was a horrible mistake.
Agreed.
And we've been paying for it as viewers ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we move on to the scorching temperatures of the valley? We start with Sosa's first birthday. Lala trying to pick up a guy whilst holding her daughter.
I was impressed.
Yeah, she's got game.
Well, you know, I think it's easy when it's like a lifeguard that's hot and you're like a hot chick that's on TV. Obviously, you're going to be successful.
Yeah, why? Like, maybe she shouldn't have been hitting on the lifeguard at her daughter's party. Like,
Let her live.
know. I guess, yeah.
I think it's kind of part of her shtick.
Yeah, I guess you're right. She's like, she loves to hoe things up. I will never forget, like, when they took a trip to Joshua. Where were they? With Raquel, and Raquel was freaking out, crying in the car. Remember?
It might have been Joshua Tree.
It was like a girls' trip somewhere.
Palm Springs?
I can't remember. It's irrelevant. They were on a girls' trip, and Lala was like out, and she met this guy, and then she came back and she's like, "I'm gonna be spraying everywhere." I was like,
Ew.
"Oh my fucking god! Like, that is sick."
Ew.
Even from a hot girl like Lala, like that.
It's just her. That's just her thing, I guess.
So we have Tom Schwartz and Michelle talking about their families. I guess Tom's dad is living by himself. I don't know what happened there. Do you remember?
I don't. Perhaps he's lost his mom.
And then Michelle talked about having to watch her mom die, and that was like a very adult conversation for Schwartzy it's like the first time I've seen him ever be like an adult, you know?
Maybe he's turned a new leaf.
And I just feel so bad for Michelle. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah, me too.
Because she's not that old, and she shouldn't, her baby's still so young, and...
Yeah.
And then we have Nia also having a tough time. She's feeling lonely. She's feeling postpartum. She is 4 under 4.
She has an oblivious fucking husband. I normally like
has
Danny.
5 kids because Danny's one of the kids.
I normally actually like him, but his just what's the word I'm looking for?
Ignorance.
Maybe.
Unawareness.
Whatever. He's so not in tune with what she needs and how she's feeling, and it's so obvious. It's crazy.
He was the one that wanted to move to Santa Clarita, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he's happy as a clam jumping in the pool, staring at those brown-ass hills.
I just feel for her.
But yeah, she feels isolated because she's literally like, might as well be on the other side of the fucking planet.
And it's probably really hard to have 4 kids.
Yeah, and he's like sad because he wants another boy.
I would rather, if I were her, I'd be like, I will cut your tube, whatever, myself to not have more kids.
Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how she's doing it. And she had twins.
Well, they have help.
Still. She had those twins. She had that boy. Now and the twins, like, having to raise those 2 while Asher was still, like, a little baby. Like,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, but you want your son's sibling to be close in age, so you need to really start thinking about getting busy.
I'm not sure if he's even getting one at this point.
He has to.
That's not a conversation for this airwave.
Okay. Well, ladies of London, they did have the conversation. We heard from Mark Francis, whose dad is not well, and it's hard for Mark Francis to take care of him all by himself.
Well, Mark Francis is
a little bit
super fucking annoying, so
he is awful, but like I do feel bad that he's going through this, and it's a lonely thing for him.
I do too, but I kind of, so we've been saying that he's like overacting. I think he is, but I also think that's just who he is, a pretentious overactor.
I agree, but I just think the cameras really turned something on
probably,
and it's just insane. Like that fight last week felt. Which, by the way, we didn't even talk about Ladies of London last week, but there was a big fight, but it just felt so fake to me. Like, none of that rang true to me.
No, it really didn't. No. But the funniest part of that last week's whole episode to me is Margot talking about Mark Francis being on the phone with Emma and just, like, showing off that they're such good friends. Like, her takes in the Talking Heads, I actually think she's really funny.
Me too. I like her as a housewife.
I do too.
She's good there.
And I also was laughing because they all sent her this, like, recorded video of, like, you're going to do so well, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, my God, yeah, she's running a marathon. So exciting. She ran a 10K.
Okay, but she ran it in Kenya where it's, like, hot as balls.
That's 6 miles.
In the heat.
I ran a half marathon in Florida.
I know, and you got COVID from it. Probably.
Most likely. But that's neither here nor there. It was hot and it was humid as hell.
Well, we can't all be you.
And that was 13 miles. She ran 6. People run that on their daily run. We have a friend who listens, who runs a lot. I bet she runs a 10K every day. Do you have any other thoughts on Ladies of London?
No, I think I'm ready to move over to the 90-Day U-verse.
Well, just the one show that you're watching.
Yes. I assume that's the only one worth talking about.
Well,
what
are your thoughts?
Who do you want to start with?
Forrest and Sheena, perhaps?
Okay, so Forrest and Sheena were not in this episode, were they?
Oh, yes, they were. Because they told Molly not only that they had sex, but that Forrest was planning to stay in the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
And Molly is a psychopath cheering for her son's nookie. And then when she was told that he was going to stay, she is bipolar.
But I think it cut off, right? Like, we didn't actually see her full reaction.
We saw a lot of it. We saw Sheena say, "You should just trust your son for once." And she said, "What the fuck just came out of your mouth?" or something like that.
Oh, yeah. And then she said, "This is our decision." And she's like, "Our decision?"
Yeah, she's a psychopath.
She's a monster. But I wouldn't have her any other way.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen? So do you think that Forrest is going to...
I think he has to come back. Like, I don't think he can just, like, stay there indefinitely.
Why not?
He doesn't have the proper visa.
It seemed like he could stay. Like, they talked to the lawyer and everything.
Well, I guess we'll see.
We'll put a pin in that one. I don't know if he'll be able to, like, not back down or stand up to his mom long enough. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he will cave to his mother.
Time and truth.
Elsewhere, we had Elise and Joshua. And Elise is groveling, like hardcore groveling after her outburst in the bar.
Unsurprisingly. And he seems like he's really done with it, but she says, "Are we still going to the zoo?"
And he says...
Yes. They still go to the zoo.
And they seem to have a good time, no?
Yeah, I think he probably just wants to keep banging her till she leaves.
No, I don't think it's like that.
I do. I mean, I don't think it was like that originally, but after the outburst at the bar, I think that's where we're at now.
That's a Rick and Trish situation. I feel like these two actually... I feel like there might be like a real thing there.
Again, I think there was until...
I don't think it can fall apart from one bar outburst.
I guess we'll see there too, but I think it definitely could. And now she wants to meet his son. I don't know anything about the Blue Mountains of Australia, do you?
No.
Looked nice. The house. She's throwing...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fucking penny noodles at a wall like an idiot.
Oh, yeah. They like were so happy. Like, they really seemed like they were getting their relationship back on track.
She frustrates me because it's like... She's my age, so if you're 33 and you're, like, making a big deal out of the fact that you're opening a Caesar salad kit to put together and cooking noodles and sauce, like, grow up. That's not an impressive feat.
I almost sliced off my finger putting together a Caesar salad kit, so it's not always that easy.
What were you even using that would slice off your finger?
I was trying to open the bag of croutons.
With what?
A knife!
Why?
Because that was the only thing I saw nearby.
Aren't most of those bags like...
We were cooking for a lot of people. Like, I really couldn't take any more pauses on the situation. I had to grab what was in my sights.
Okay.
Anyway. I'm still stuck on the fact that you said she looks 30, or that she's 33. She looks fucking 43.
I know, I feel bad.
As Andy Cohen once said, sometimes I feel like the Botox is making you guys look older.
He said that?
Yeah, he said it during the Vanderpump reunion.
Oh, shit.
He asked Sheena how old she was, and I forget what she said, like 33 or some shit, and he's like,
That's... Yikes.
Elsewhere, we had Jovan and Annalyn. So she takes a pregnancy test.
It's negative. No.
I don't think we got what it was.
No, she didn't take a pregnancy test. Aviva and Stig took the pregnancy test, but I think that was last week. I don't think that was this week.
Okay, so what happened with those two?
They went to buy a ring because all she wants is a simple gold band.
Oh my god, that's right.
That's all she wants is a simple gold band. She's not even a bougie bitch, and he can't pony up $268.
That is so fucking sad.
Make it make sense.
Why does this woman think that this is what she deserves? Like, what is happening to these women?
I really don't know. She needs to leave him, though. It's like... I have a hard time having sympathy for her because he's so terrible that it's like, why...
It should be easy to leave.
Yeah.
But you know that it's not that easy.
I know, but you never even met him till a week ago. Like, you could have just ended it.
I know, but when she...
How well do you even know him at this point?
No, I'm not saying they know each other, but he has a place in her life. You know what I mean?
I don't know why.
He's probably the first person she talks to when she wakes up. Kind of like that.
Whatever.
Know?
I just...
And so, like the absence of who she thinks she'll miss the absence of, like, this person that she built in her mind if they break up.
He's literally the worst.
And she probably is, like, holding on to that vision and not accepting that, like, he's not the guy you thought he was.
I think I actually hate him, but not as much as I hate Rick.
I'm trying to think of who do I hate the most in the 90 Day franchise of men? Who do you hate the most?
Rick.
I hate...
Even more than Gino.
I was going to say, I definitely hate Gino more. Maybe because I have, like, more seasons of Gino.
I do also really hate Gino, though.
Gino is... I can't watch him. Like, if he's ever on Happily Ever After again, I'm going to have to reassess, like, how...
Or you could just fast forward his parts.
I might have to, because he's in stuff.
Yeah.
He's just icky. Let's see.
Well, Rick and Trish...
Did we have them this week?
Yes, they were flying back to where she's from, and she found Texas from his exes.
I think it's from one ex. Right?
I know, but I was...
What did he say?
She said something like, I never meant anything to you, and he said, that's not true. Some of the best moments of my life were with you, blah, 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 whatever.
Like, you meant so much to me, blah, blah, blah.
So I'm really hoping that now Trish just ends it.
If the literally going on a sex vacation before your sex vacation with her wasn't enough.
He's such a hypocrite.
I know.
Because all she said was, I went to this restaurant with my ex-boyfriend and I liked it. And he, like, lost his mind.
Yeah. And she didn't even say, like, I liked going with him. She meant, like, this was a good restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, people do that. People go to the same restaurant with, their ex and their current partner.
This is why I think I hate him more than Gino.
No. I still hate Gino more, but because Gino's just been doing it longer. But I wonder how Jasmine is doing.
You can go look at her Instagram anytime. I also think she's on Pillow Talk, so.
I might have to, like, circle back. Is she on Pillow Talk with that guy, Matt?
Yeah.
I'm glad they're still together. Do you think that they're, like, endgame?
I think by default, like, they probably just sit and look at each other and go, I guess we're here now. We're here now. Maddie.
I was gonna say, oh, Maddie, as in Maddie. Matt.
Yeah, Matty. Matty.
Jazzy.
I like mine better.
I do too. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe those two crazy kids will actually go the distance.
I think lots of people go the distance because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah. But they have so many social media followers, they probably both get DMs, like...
You think Jasmine's getting DMs from men?
Of course.
Okay.
I think probably Lisa and Daniel is probably getting DMs from men and women at this point. Like, there are people so hungry for fame. I mean, look at... Big Ed has had multiple lovers.
So, to move on to Lisa and Daniel then.
Yes.
She wants him to dine at the downtown dining and entertainment district.
But it's her last day, so it's too late.
So he can't. And he says...
Can't anyway, he says.
He says he doesn't know how. He's never done it.
And he has a dick. What can he do?
I actually think that this is common for the... I don't know if it's just Nigeria or most of Africa or what. I think it's common for their culture that men don't do that.
That makes sense.
I feel like I've seen this on 90 Day Before.
Yeah. And there are just, like, some people, like, remember DJ Khaled was just like, I don't
Oh my
do
God,
that.
yes.
I just don't do that. It's like, wow.
But unfortunately, she's been practicing lesbianism.
I know, she needs that.
So she's got accustomed to it.
And he literally thinks that because he has a penis. Like, he literally acted as though, like, I'm incapable. Like,
yeah.
What does she want me to do? I have a penis. Like, I can't.
That's what I have for her.
Yeah, like, that's what I got. That's it. There you have it.
There you go. So they say goodbye at the airport, and he legit... Do you think that those tears were mustard, or do you think he was actually sad?
I think the tears were over what she said before she left, which was, I can't be sending you any more money.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
and
be
he
sending
said,
you anymore.
but I might have to ask you sometimes.
No, I need to save all of it for the visa. So that puts him in a predicament.
He said, I might have to ask you sometimes. She goes, try not to.
I mean, I try to save money and not spend it.
What's her friend's name? Juna? I can't be sending any more of Juna's money to you.
God, what a good friend. Like, I could never be a friend like that to anyone.
Fuck that shit.
So we saved the best for last.
We did?
Yeah.
Who?
Laura and Beer Can.
Oh my god, how could I forget about the life of Beer Can?
So
His voice, the roboticness of it is just chef's kiss.
I know. I feel like I could fall asleep to that.
Yeah.
So he finds out that she tried to kiss Michael. But this was before she even met Beer Can.
Yeah.
So he rejected her.
No. Hold on. So he's sitting on the bench, and he says something along the lines of, "My day was good, but you are bad.
Oh, yeah.
Michael is a good guy. You are a bad guy." It's just like, I just love it.
I know. So he is that because she didn't tell him about how she tried to kiss Michael. Now,
Which is really strategic on her part. Like, she knew exactly what she was doing.
yeah, because she wanted them to fight over her.
100%.
Like, if Beer Can knew that Laura tried to make a move and Michael denied it, that wouldn't make her in demand.
And it wouldn't, she wouldn't then have potentially two men fighting over
Yeah,
her.
she wouldn't be jizzing her pants over their quarrel.
Which turns out Michael doesn't. But, okay, so if he's saying up and down, I don't want to be with you, I don't want to be with you, why did you fly to Turkey?
He straight up said, "I don't know where you guys get the idea that I'm in love with you." And she said, "Well, you did jump on a plane and come to my rescue."
Which, fair.
I don't know a single man who would do that for me. Like, that's a friend.
But she goes over to his rental and is mad at him for telling Beer Can, which she has no right to be mad at him for that.
No. And I think that even if it did happen before they met, I still think that it's something that you need to disclose if you're going to stay friends. Like, I did have a crush on him.
I tried to jump his bones, and he said no, and it was embarrassing.
I probably wouldn't want to admit that either. But, like, knowing that this is all on camera and, like, Michael's gonna come, like, at least before Michael got there, I would say something.
I probably would have, the friendship with Michael would have been over for me. I couldn't take the rejection. I'd be like, well, we're done here.
That's true.
We're done here.
You are so right. If a man rejected my kiss, I could literally never see him again.
Nope,
Like,
that would be the end of that.
I don't know if I could see anyone again. I feel like I would...
So it takes a lot of balls for her to have been like, okay, we're going to just push through that.
I would hide in my room for weeks.
We're going to persevere.
We're gonna still be friends. Like, oh, poor girl. But it doesn't matter because now she has Beer Can and she just loves...
Well, not anymore because he wouldn't let her return to the Airbnb that she's paying for.
He said he wished he never met her.
When she said, so should I not come to the apartment tonight? I was like, girl,
That's not a question.
what do you mean should you not come?
He doesn't have to be there. He can get the fuck out.
Yeah, I would have said, so you're not going to be at the apartment tonight?
Yeah, like, do you want to leave?
The fuck?
Yeah.
This woman has lost her damn mind. I guess I'll get a hotel then. Fuck no.
It's crazy that she is a 5th grade teacher. Like, I think about that all the time.
I wish that she had been my 5th grade teacher because this is the kind of stuff that you talk about for years to come.
Like, that your teacher did this?
Yeah.
Yeah, my teacher was on 90 Day Fiance.
And she's the kind of teacher, too, who's, like, way too personal, like, gets into her personal life too much with her students.
Yeah.
I had a teacher like that in 7th grade.
Who?
I thought we were actually friends.
Who?
She brought me to Starbucks one time.
Miss Glenn?
No, I don't want to say her name on the podcast just because, I don't know.
Literally, nobody...
It's clearly inappropriate.
Say her name.
No, I'm not going to say. I'll tell you after this. You never had this teacher because I was in dumb math and you were in smart math.
Literally, no one... Your teacher is not going to find this.
No, I know, but we know people in common. I'll tell you off.
It's not like she was grooming you.
I know, but I just don't.
Or was she?
I don't want to. I'll tell you off the mic. Shit.
Oh my god, you were groomed by a teacher.
I wasn't groomed by the teacher. She just would tell me if she was, like, dating somebody. Or, again, she brought me a Starbucks and just,
Why did she only bring you a Starbucks? Weren't the other kids, like, weird? Like, weren't they jealous?
Definitely.
Did she give it to you in front of everyone?
I honestly can't remember. The details are fuzzy. Like, this is the first time I've thought about this in a long time. I don't know if this is true for you, but, like, I think back to junior high and even high school now, and it's like, I remember very little.
It's crazy because I used to remember, like, every teacher I had.
Oh my god, that ship has sailed.
Like, because we had 2 groups of 4 teachers every year for 4 years. And I would remember, like, every single teacher from, first... And this was, like, through college I could remember all my teachers. And I'm like, I wonder if it'll ever get to the point where I can't remember my teachers.
Here we are.
Fuck if I know. I know, like, there was a Mr. C. Remember that one Mr. Pursley?
Oh god, I actually feel really bad for him.
Why?
Because we all called him Mr. Pursley. And he was not even he just was a regular dude trying to live his life and teach us history.
Yeah, wait.
It's not his fault he had an unfortunate last name. Although I will
Also,
say...
he had the look.
Yeah, he kind of did.
But you're right. He probably didn't do anything.
No. Although we did have a teacher and 2 teachers in high school who did. And got caught for kiddie porn.
No, it wasn't kiddie porn.
One was, and the other one was, like, sexually harassing a student.
Wait, I don't think I know the kiddie porn one. I know the other one, and that was disappointing because he was, like, a leader.
Yeah.
A leader teacher.
Yeah.
And there's a third teacher that's married to one of your classmates.
Oh, my God, you're right. I forgot about that, too.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
like,
disgusting.
I cannot imagine marrying any of my teachers. Maybe, like, the substitutes.
And I need to say he wasn't, like, young when they got together.
Yeah, he wasn't, like, 22
No,
teaching
he was, like,
high
in
school.
his mid-40s.
Or at least 30s.
At least mid-40s, I'd say.
No.
Yes.
He probably felt older because we were so young, but, like, he could have easily been mid-30s. We would have no way of knowing. Like,
whatever. It doesn't matter.
even so, if he was mid-30s and this bitch was 17...
Still gross.
And then how many years later did they hook up?
I don't know. Not like I'm friends with this girl. I have no idea.
That is... Can you imagine telling your parents, like, I'm dating this guy that
Used to be my teacher. How'd you
in
meet?
high school?
Well, he was my 40-year-old high school English teacher. Crazy. I don't know. I don't remember if he taught English or not.
23, it still wouldn't be okay, but, like, yeah.
The point is, a lot of those memes are a black hole. So whatever
Yeah,
this
you're
teacher, all I know is that a Starbucks was involved, and I was like, clearly I'm the favorite here.
Fucking crazy.
I don't know why. I guess because I was so cool. Because I did the morning announcements. This was in 8th grade.
Oh, yeah, and people would listen to you and they would think you were a boy.
Except that I had a girl voice. I really peaked in 8th grade, I feel.
They'd be like, is that your brother?
Okay, but then the following year, when I was in 8th grade,
I had left.
and I just really peaked because I was starting to get boobs.
Oh,
So I was getting some attention, and also I did the announcements, and I was class president.
And who was your boyfriend in 8th grade?
I didn't have one.
Oh, so...
But I could have.
Who?
I'm not sure.
I feel like if you could have, you 100% would have.
Obviously. Do you ever, like, wonder... I wish I could, like, get a written list of all of the boys who ever had a crush on me but didn't want to tell me.
What if you requested the list and it came back 0?
Oh my God, I'd be so upset.
Like, I feel like I would never want to know because I think it was probably 0 and I don't need that, like, clarified.
Well, I know for sure so there was this one boy that I loved him, like, through junior high and high school. Like, I had a boyfriend for a while in high school. In between, like, other quote-unquote boyfriends, I always just was like, this guy, like, if he ever liked me, like, this would be it, you know?
End game.
And I thought for sure that he knew I liked him. And that's why, like, he obviously didn't like me back. Otherwise, we would be married. And years later, when I was in my 20s, I saw him at a bar when I lived in the Bay Area.
What bar was that?
It was in Livermore.
Oh, shit.
I was with someone else at the time. Mm-hmm. But we were both, it was like one of the Livermore wine festivals, so I was wasted. But I have a very clear memory of this because I saw him at a bar and I was like, oh my God, you, like, wow, how are you? And then we were like chatting. He goes, I had such a crush on you in school. And I was like, dude, if you had just said that.
Did you say that?
I probably did because I was so drunk. I was like, we would be married.
Rescued you right then and there. Honestly, like the guy you were with, he should have just like swooped you up. Was he there with a woman?
No, he was with friends.
Girl, you literally should have walked away and never looked back when he said that.
I mean,
take my hand, good sir.
Whatever. All's well that ends well. But that's why it makes me think like I just want the list.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing because, like, you assume nobody likes you.
But you could be very wrong.
You could actually have your crush have liked you back.
What if there's girls on the list?
My elementary school crush, I know, didn't like me back because he knew I liked him. Somebody told him.
You also had an elementary school boyfriend who also didn't like you because he likes men.
Well, he liked me first.
What does that tell you?
It's the man hands, baby.
I don't even know how we got on this tangent. Back to Laura and Beercan, the 5th grade teacher.
Oh, yeah.
I think she'd be my point is she'd be a fun teacher because you know she's way too personal.
Yeah. or bad if that's not your thing.
I
But for you,
would
you
eat
like
that shit
it,
up.
yeah.
I'd be like, tell me more about your Turkish boyfriend that you're gonna go meet.
Can you imagine? And when you're a kid, it's like these are the only people she can talk to about this because they're gonna be like impressed.
Her or ChatGPT.
Yeah. Because like if she talks to anyone like an adult about this, like they're gonna think she's nuts like her parents.
Yeah.
So like she's surrounded by. That's probably why she thought this was a good idea because she's surrounded by kids who are like,
Do it.
wow, like it's like it's like a prince and a princess.
It's all making sense. Anyway,
Can't wait to see what happens next. They're in a fight.
I fear that next week might be the last episode before the tell-all.
Oh hell.
Mm-hmm. Let's just mentally prepare ourselves for that.
At least we'll get like 7 tell-all episodes, which usually I don't like. But in this case, to see all these gems talking to each
We're only
other.
getting 2.
But when it's a happily ever after finale, they make it 5 episodes, and that shit is garbage.
I can't explain it. Anyway, I know that you're gonna rot the rest of the night with me, and then
we
you
don't
have
have much time.
a very early flight tomorrow. But when you get home, are you gonna rot?
I did book a Pilates class for like 6 p.m., but we'll see.
Because you land at 9 a.m. your time.
No, I land at 1 p.m. my time. I have a long layover in Denver.
Oh,
3 hours.
ugh.
Yeah.
But you're flying into Burbank.
That was the trade-off.
Well, we'll see if it's worth it.
The point is, I'm going to rot for like the next hour with you before you have to start winding down. And I'm just trying to like not even let it hit me that I'm like leaving my number one son.
He's not your son. He's my son. I pushed him out. You did nothing.
I got every bodily fluid on me this week, okay? I feel like I'm qualified.
You've
Every
done a
one.
really good job.
Have I done better than you expected? Equally to what you expected, or even worse than what you expected?
Much better than I
I was going to
expected.
say, your expectations, please tell me they were lower than what I did.
No, they were way lower, and I have to tell you now that you're leaving that my husband and I had a bet going on if you could do his full routine from diaper change to put down successfully.
And I didn't.
You did.
When?
You've done it all.
I feel like every single time you've taken him and rocked him.
No, you've definitely done every step.
I mean, I know I can.
So I've lost the bet.
Oh, I know what happened. The night I was going to do it by myself was the night that the pee shot.
Right.
He shot pee at me.
But you definitely, basically, we both admitted that I have lost the bet because I bet it against you. So sorry.
It's really, like, not that hard.
It's really not.
No,
I
I mean,
just
like,
didn't
it's-
have
it's-
high. But you were nervous around a newborn with a big head.
I was incredibly nervous. Like, I didn't even want to hold him.
Right.
And now I'm, like, jerking him left, right,
You
center.
can't put him down.
No, I never would want to. He's everything.
So good job.
Thank you. How much money are you losing?
It wasn't monetary. I've lost a foot massage and a milkshake.
Oh.
So
Wow, what a G-rated wholesome.
I hate you.
Don't bet against me.
I really thought I was going to win that one. I thought I had it in
that
the...
goes out to everyone in this world. Don't fucking bet against me.
I thought I
Try
had
me.
it in the fucking bag. I really did.
You should have known, like, from so long ago. And honestly, if you had told me about this bet, like, I would have been so good. Like,
That's why I didn't.
I know. You have to see.
Obviously.
Yeah. Because
Anyway.
all I need is for someone to tell me I can't do something, and then I'm, like, become the best at it.
Well, safe travels tomorrow. Thanks for your help with the kid.
I'm, like, so devastated.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, thanks everybody for rotting with us. We'll see you next week.